What's up, guys? My name is Miles.
And my name is Fez.
And this is The Commodity. And today we are reacting to Malaysia's Forest City.
The title of the video is Forest City, Malaysia's $100 billion utopia.
I've read some things about it. I've never really looked into it.
I had no idea this was actually a thing. Nobody's ever really brought it up.
Yeah, nobody has brought this up. And we came across a thumbnail on a video, and it showed this building with like plants and greenery all over it.
Oh, it looks so cool.
Wow, I want to check that out.
Yeah.
So we watched about 20 seconds of the video, and we were like, yes, we need to do this.
If anything, we need to watch it.
Yes. So
we just want y'all to hang out and watch it with us more than anything.
But yeah, so we're going to go ahead and dive on in. But before we do, if you guys would like to go ahead and click that subscribe button, help support us and do a little click. Also, if you'd like to like this video at the end of the video, if you like the video. If you don't like the video, give us a thumbs down.
Now hit that like button.
Also, in the description, we're going to leave a link to the Patreon. I will also put it right here. And then we will also put a link to our Discord. We talk with everybody out on there, making some great friends, having some good conversations. And at the end of this video, I'll tell you guys about a challenge that we have going on. Okay? Let's go ahead and hop in if you're ready.
Yeah, let's hop in. I said like almost nothing the whole time. All right, let's jump into this thing.
Since the beginning of the century, Malaysia's GDP has more than quadrupled, and its GDP per capita has nearly tripled.
Let's try to nearly triple our subscribers by hitting that subscribe button.
The Malaysian economy has grown robust and is now the third largest in Southeast Asia. One of the largest drivers for this growth is Iskandar, an economic region located within the state of Johor, Malaysia. Strategically positioned on the tip of mainland Asia, Iskandar sits on some of the world's busiest shipping routes, right next to the vibrant city of Singapore. Malaysia is hoping to develop this region into a smart, sustainable economic powerhouse. As a part of this,
it's so beautiful at night.
So this is going to sound really stupid. I get that. So Singapore is a city. What country is it part of? Is it part of Malaysia? Which I would have felt like somebody would have mentioned that.
I thought
nobody
Singapore
has.
was
a country.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Is it a city?
He just said a city.
I feel really stupid either way now that I'm second guessing it.
I got to look it up
feel
because I
stupid.
could have sworn Singapore was a country.
Singapore is a country. It pops up on our CPM. Yeah, it's a country in Asia.
Well, why did he say the city? Or maybe I misunderstood. Because I was just like, I could have sworn it was a country. Singapore. Officially, the Republic of Singapore is a sovereign island city-state
Of Southeast Asia.
Maritime Southeast Asia. It lies 1 degree of latitude north of the equator. Well, that doesn't help me out.
Okay, so it said it was a country, and then when you click into it, it says it's a city-state.
Sovereign, so it's self-contained, self-reliant island city-state. The heck is city-state? Is an independent sovereign city. I feel like
we're gonna go back to this.
Yeah, let's just go back to the video. So it's basically a country. But it's a state, and it's sovereign.
Yeah.
a joint venture between the Chinese company Country Garden and the Johor state-owned company KPRJ, has undertaken a mega project called Forest City, a $100 billion jungle-inspired smart city with a population of 700,000, built on reclaimed land just west of Singapore. Forest City will be built on 4 artificial islands, taking up a total area of 5.4 square miles. The first island will be a high-tech industrial zone, containing a central business district, residential buildings, shopping malls.
Did you see the airplane thing?
That was like a kite.
Yeah. This is awesome.
So I'm curious, is this going to be like really expensive for people to live in? Because they said a tech area, and at least in the U.S., San Francisco is obviously, I would actually venture to say that San Francisco is the tech hub of the entire world. I would argue that, because all the major tech companies are based out of San Francisco in Silicon Valley. So that usually just like in San Francisco. San Francisco is the most expensive place in the entire country to live.
Right.
Would that affect this place to get to the point where it's so expensive to live for an average person? That's not necessarily a good thing. And this looks amazing. This looks like something that like Apple would create just to house their employees. You know what I mean?
I mean, it looks like a resort.
Yeah, it looks insane. When is this supposed to be done? Did they say?
I read in 2030s.
Oh, wow. So it's a long, long project. So it seems like they're trying to actually do something better because, what is it called? The islands of the world islands or something like that. That's in, I just went blank. Dubai, which is a huge failure. Like they were starting to sink into the water and stuff. So I'm guessing that they're actually spending much more time and effort in creating this, because this is man-made island, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So
Artificial, yeah.
Interesting.
An IT industrial park and transportation centers. The second island will serve as the main central business district and the tourism zone. It will contain skyscrapers, residential buildings, a central park, a sports park, a hospital, a golf course, and a ferry terminal. Islands 3 and 4 will hold customs, the International Exchange Center, shopping centers, and luxury hotels. Due to the already constructed second link bridge, the city will be less than a 20-minute drive away from Singapore. Forest City will have countless boat-filled, crystal-clear waterways carving through the islands, with many bridges to span them. The city will have financial institutions, technology and biotech research facilities, and a variety of creative businesses that will provide 220,000 new jobs. World-class international schools will provide quality education to the city's inhabitants, and expansive beaches will provide a paradise lifestyle. The city's design seeks to establish a symbiotic relationship with the environment. Organized around the Seagrass Preserve, a critical ecological feature of the region, Forest City will mimic naturally occurring features on the Malaysian coastline, including tidal pools, shallow bays, and mangroves, in order to protect the unique wildlife. Snorkeling spots and kayak tours will offer opportunities to learn about and protect the ecosystem. Buildings will feature vast green rooftops and vertical gardens, cleaning the air.
So
there's a plane.
Yeah. Like it gives obviously, and obviously this is what it's supposed to give, but it gives the vibe of like a city that is uninhabited for years.
Right, yeah. Like when you watch, what was that movie with Will Smith? They just added it to Netflix too. Where he's trying.
It's the zombie people.
Yeah.
And
I Am Legend.
I Am Legend.
Yeah.
Yes, that's what it.
It looks like New York City has not been inhabited for. We say like 100 years, but realistically, this would happen. Like if you left the city alone, it would get overgrown within weeks. Really, probably months. But that's what it kind of looks like. But it's really cool because I like how it's like growing off the building, down the buildings. But my main worry is they're making it sound like it's going to cost so much money to even be a part of this island that the majority of the people that would like to live there won't be able to.
Yeah.
I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. I could be completely out of place, but I'm just going based off of what I've seen in our country.
Right.
Anything that's tech or medically or something that has to do with growing science, they're high-paying jobs in general. And with high-paying jobs brings high-paying rent or high-paying home prices and high-paying, I mean, a Mont Blanc. If you know what Mont Blanc is, it's a high-end pen company that makes also other things.
Cheapest pens are like
hundreds of dollars.
$400.
He's got one.
It was a waste of money.
Huge waste of money.
Yes.
But it's just like when you get to that point, the average person can't live in places like this.
Well, in fact,
I could be wrong. I might be stupid.
Companies in California are wanting to move to Texas now because it's so expensive in California.
I mean, Elon Musk was talking. I don't know if they've made any actual decisions moving to Austin, Texas, which I believe the company Oracle is moving to Austin, Texas. So they're trying to turn that into the next hub, which is going to drive prices in that area. It's already expensive to live in Austin, but it's going to make it just outrageously expensive. So,
in providing a jungle-like living space. The city streets will have a two-layer design with all traffic and parking space located on the lower layer. The upper layer will be a continuous public landscape.
Two of
filled
those
with
simulated
parks,
cars were
sidewalks,
Bentley and
native
Ferrari.
habitat zones,
Were
and
they really?
arrays of
Swear to
light
God.
rail systems. All power will come from renewable energy sources, ensuring the city's carbon neutrality. All rain and wastewater will be recycled. Forest City will feature smart doors and elevators that use facial and fingerprint recognition along with invisible electric fencing. The city will be a futuristic utopia. Since construction began in 2014, parts of the first artificial island have been formed. In 2018, construction began on more than 50 high-rise apartment buildings, over 200 modern villas, a luxury hotel, and an exhibition gallery. Footage from February 2020 shows all these buildings, along with long beaches, luxurious pools, and extensive greenery, all completed. So far, $4 billion has been spent on the city. Looking at current progress and comparing it to plans, we can surmise that in the near future, the first island will be extended further into the sea, where more skyscrapers and residential buildings will be built. After that, we will see the other islands sprout up and construction of the larger city begin to take shape. However, it's not guaranteed. There are some problems to overcome. Currently, the majority of Forest City homeowners are actually Chinese and are not able to gain visas to live in the city. This has resulted in many sold but vacant properties. If the city is to flourish and become a vibrant urban center, more locals will have to purchase properties. Yet, that's difficult. The smallest two-bedroom apartments cost $170,000, a fee most Malaysian...
Yep.
So, to be fair, just to give you an idea. Now, I understand that Malaysians' housing cost to their income makes sense, whereas U.S. housing to income makes sense.
It's a 2-bedroom apartment.
But we the flyer that we got in the mail to buy houses, either I think it's like right behind where we're at or across the street where they're going to build,
Yeah.
was $300,000 for a 3-bedroom.
Okay.
So in retrospect, to us, that sounds cheap. 170 grand is really here is probably like, if you're buying a house for 170 grand, I honestly could not tell you where to find that.
Yeah, no, 170 grand for a house here is...
You're not in Dallas. You're not in the town that we live in, which is called Rowlett. You're not in Rockwall for sure. You're further out than Greenville to find a house for $170,000.
Yeah.
But that's based off of our income. It probably, like I said, it evens out.
Yeah.
Just because we make more money doesn't mean that we can afford more things.
Yeah,
Because
most definitely
our
not.
things are probably possibly... When we hear about the car cost over there, it's drastically cheaper. Over here, the second it gets here, you could take a Myvi. It will cost you almost $18,000. Guaranteed.
Probably, yeah.
And it kind of sucks because, again, things go up in price. Wages don't seem to be doing that. And then same for y'all. I'm sure it will be the exact same concept.
Yeah.
Things go up, especially, and I'm really not trying to down the country or anything like that. And I understand that y'all are still kind of really developing. Everything that I've ever watched or learned about Malaysia is it's a developing country. It's developed a lot. The GDP is 4x or something like that, or
Yeah, 3x. in the
3x
past decade.
over the last decade.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's insane. That's developing. I don't mean like developing like as in a third world country, but it is developing. So the thing is, it seems like cost of items will always beat out your income. That's just how I don't get it. It's stupid.
Yeah.
It's horrible. It happens to us. It happens to y'all. It happens to probably everywhere in the world. And it creates a huge divide
Right.
where you have people that I'm not trying to go into this huge rant, but it's just, I want y'all to understand that we feel the same way. Like they're going to build a beautiful place and the average middle income probably can't afford it.
Right.
And then, which is typically the largest community in the country.
Mm-hmm.
And the U.S., I think the middle class makes up like 80%.
Yeah.
So, and we can't afford the majority of things.
I completely agree with that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's crazy. So upper class can afford it, but it's a small percentage. Lower class sure as heck can't afford it, and it's a huge percentage.
Well, it's kind of like you're building these islands for a small niche. for a small group of people.
I think they're building these islands trying to get Westerners that have money that whenever they bring their money over, it's gonna be cheap cost of living. Because again, $170,000. If I could leave here and move there and retire there, that would be a great option.
Right.
Because I'm gonna sell a $500,000 home here, buy a $170,000 beautiful 2-bedroom when I've got no kids to worry about and stuff. That's a great option.
Yeah.
But for the people that live there is what they should be focusing on.
100%.
Not me, not him. They should be focusing on the middle class, the average people that want to live in a beautiful, sustainable, eco-friendly type place. I think this should be for the people.
The concept is fantastic.
Because what's trashy is, and I saw that, so Rolls-Royce, for example. I watched a video about Rolls-Royce. The people that are manufacturing it, cutting their fingers on the hand-stitched stuff, they can't afford the car.
Yeah.
The people that are putting all their blood, sweat, and tears into these buildings, into this architecture, 90% can't afford to live there.
Right.
That's just garbage. I'm sorry. If you disagree with me, that's fine. Let me know in the comments. But if you agree, give us a thumbs up. But I believe they should be constructing things for the people that can actually afford to live there.
Right.
As a majority. Don't look to get people from other countries to move there. Take care of your people first. The rest will come.
Mm-hmm.
Cannot afford. And there are political issues. Since the city is being constructed by a Chinese company and most of its property owners are Chinese, many Malaysians fear the city will increase China's influence on Malaysia and serve as a tool for neocolonialism. What do you think? Is Forest City a tool for neocolonialism? Do you think it will succeed? Let's talk about it in the comments below.
I stopped it at the wrong time. I could have waited 2 seconds longer. So I gave y'all basically my thing is it looks amazing. I would do anything to live in a place like this. I think it's great. But my issue is it's not focused on the right person.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be focused on me. I don't live there. Odds are I will probably, as long as I have kids, I don't want to live that far away from them.
Yeah.
Because in hopes that they're going to have grandchildren. So it shouldn't be focused on me. It should be focused on the person that should actually be living there. The people that literally break their backs to build these kind of places. The people that are trying to go to college and develop, which it looks like they actually care about the education, but it looks like they care about the education for the upper class.
Yeah.
But I might be just talking out of my rear end and being wrong about all this. So correct me. I'm okay with being wrong. I like being educated. That's why we're watching these kinds of things. We're learning from basically people that we can't ask questions to directly. That's why we want to come and visit and actually truly experience it and learn from the culture and actually talk to the people in front of us and know where we're coming off wrong and learn from it.
Yeah, because a lot of people give us the question, why do you guys like Malaysia so much? Or why do you guys like Asia so much? But we're curious.
Yeah.
You know, we want to learn about these different cultures, and it just so happens that Malaysia is where we started.
I would say that like 90% of this country has never been outside of the West.
I've never been outside of like 15 hours of Texas. I've never been to Mexico, and it's right there beside us.
I've gone to Europe, but I haven't gone beyond Europe. So, I mean,
I've never flown on a plane. So legitimately, if Malaysia, if we don't, we plan on it, but if we don't end up going to SEMA in November, Malaysia will be my first plane ride.
yeah, I'm thinking that should be our first trip, to be perfectly honest. And what's crazy is somebody was sending me some DMs saying that right now they have a special for Malaysian flights within the country that it's like, I forgot, like you pay one flat fee, and I want to say it was something crazy cheap, like $150 or $200 that you pay, and then you can have unlimited flights throughout the...
Like while you're there?
Yeah, while you're there.
Awesome.
So we'd be able to go from the east and west Malaysia and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, because we want to be there for 2 weeks, but if
Right.
if it literally will cost us, $300 to $500 just to get over to East Malaysia, that would be a hard pill to swallow, to be
Yeah.
like, we're going to go there for 3 days and we're going to spend $1,000 between the two of us But if it's that cheap to travel,
I mean,
I'm
shoot, if I
all
could spend
down.
$300, I'd fly back and forth every day.
Yeah, exactly, exactly, yeah. And so we could actually have like spend a week in on the west side, and then a week in the eastern part of Malaysia. There's just options now.
Yeah.
It changes everything. Hopefully they'll keep that around through next year. But anyways,
Guys,
with that being said,
no. The thing we've got going on, 15,000 subscribers by April 20th. He's going to get this tattoo right here on his face.
I'm not going to put anything there. He just went like this tat. No, I'm just kidding. I'm going to put something.
He's not putting it on his face. I'm getting a tattoo that you guys choose. It can be anything. I will tattoo a butt on my butt if I need to. I won't do that. I might do that. I don't know. Whatever you guys choose, sign up to our Discord.
I want something food on him. Well, that sounds weird. I think he should get something tattooed
like
on
nasi
him.
lemak. I've had quite a few suggestions for nasi lemak tattoo on my body. So go on to our Discord. We have a chat section for tattoo suggestions for Miles. Let us know what you think.
So with that being said,
My name's Miles.
and my name is Fez.
Thanks for watching, guys.
Peace.
Out.